Good evening, everyone. My name's Mark Allen Lovewell, folk singer from Martha's Vineyard. And seated right next to me is Molly Conole, and
also from Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah,
what a coincidence!
Happy Easter, everyone!
Happy Easter!
We wish you the happiest Easter of all. We had a full day of Easter today. We've had plenty of this and plenty of that.
So, and if things maybe don't go so perfect, we got up at 4 a.m. to do those Easter sunrise services. So we might be like a little bit loopy. A little bit loopy. Oh, the concertina's going for a walk.
We may be missing some notes here tonight.
We're missing some brain cells.
I know I took a nap today just after this, but anyway, we're just anyway. It is.
Here we go.
Oh boy, it's coming through. Good.
It's coming through. Yay!
You got audio. Yay!
Hey Toby. Hey Connie. Caroline. Hi guys.
Hello everyone.
Toby's still on his trip. Look at that. Death Valley. Cool. Awesome.
All right, there we go. All right, so this is what we got. Anyway, this is a big deal. This is a big show tonight. We have a very special guest here. We're really very, very, very lucky tonight.
Woohoo!
This is family weekend here.
Family weekend.
Simon Dutton, Molly's son,
Yay!
is here, and he's going to join with us and contribute to the show.
And what an attractive T-shirt he's wearing too. Ooh,
And he's
such a good model.
Roadie now.
A roadie, that's right. It's so good that you're here.
It's so wonderful, and you know, the part of it is so exciting. It's not only wonderful to have Simon here, but Molly gets really excited. So I get to watch Molly get excited.
And that's so hard to.
And that's
get me
1
excited,
and 1 is
you know?
10. 1 and 1 and 1 is 10.
That's right. Woo! Awesome.
So I hope you're having a wonderful Easter weekend too. I hope you're thinking family, or or if they're not with you, you're thinking them.
Yeah, we had a lot of nice family gatherings this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Your family, my family, all kinds of family. It was so great.
It really is. I'm a little old for the Easter Bunny, but it's the family that matters. That's the scoop. And the whole religious part is good.
And the chocolate.
And the Easter Bunny chocolate Easter Bunny.
And the jelly beans.
Didn't last 12 hours. He's gone.
Right,
I ate him before lunch.
He's gone.
So anyway, we also have to talk. So this morning, we got up really early because we did morning services. Molly did West Tisbury at 6 a.m. She did West Tisbury Congregational Church. She got together with some nice people and provided some nice music. Can you believe at 6 a.m.? We both got up at 4 a.m. because it wasn't just her. At 7 a.m., I had to do a morning sunrise service.
You had one too.
At 7 at Memorial Wharf at Edgartown. And we're going to do the 2 tunes that I sang at that service.
Beautiful tunes.
Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first ground. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, strong in completeness, where noticed that I kind of pulled back on my singing so you could hear more them.
That was fun.
Wasn't
That was
that nice?
fun.
Oh my God, it was so good.
I know. It's such a
There's something to be said about having family singing.
so good.
Yeah.
It's so
Right.
good. So good.
You're going to hit the next one. What
Yeah, let's do this one. It's another pretty one.
I know some of you are looking. These songs don't have a lot of ocean in them. They don't have a lot of salty this and that in them. There are not a lot of flotsam and jetsam in these songs. But I think we could get away with it because today's Easter. These are Easter songs. So that Easter day was joy, was bright. The sun shone out with a fair light. When to their longing eyes restored, the apostles saw their risen Lord. Oh, Jesus, King of gentleness, you all our innermost hearts possess, and we to you will ever raise the tribute of our grateful praise. From every weapon death can wield, your own redeem and forever shield. O Lord of all, with us abide in this our joyful Eastertide. O Lord of all, with us abide in this our joyful Eastertide.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Did anybody notice that I hit you when I was strumming? Then I went, boom.
An extra percussion.
Are you gonna be
instrument
all right?
here.
I went bam right into her. Domestic abuse. The singing of an Easter song. Bam! I felt it. Crash right into you. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Anyway, what are we doing now? Okay, we gotta talk about spring.
We gotta talk about spring. Spring brings visitors. Oh, you gonna
I'll be
go
back.
away?
I'll be
Okay, you're
back.
coming back. You're coming back.
Isn't that nice having Simon join with us?
So good.
He'll be right back. We got
Heart
things.
harmony. Oh
we
my
got things to do.
goodness.
He's got things to do tonight.
Oh, hey, Ted's with us all the way from the UK. Hey, Ted. Ted's
Oh my
up
God,
late
really?
Tonight. Yay. Awesome.
You're up
Carol's
late.
here too. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Yay.
Aw.
Jane. Hey, Jane.
So, I'm looking at this list of things you're going to talk about. So, some birds that you saw were feeding or hearing something about.
Well, yeah, I was seeing videos, so I've joined this birder group on the Vineyard, and it's a very loose kind of group. You come as you can, but they have gatherings where you meet at a certain place on a Saturday and see whatever birds you see in these different areas, and they pick very different sites that you'll be likely to see different things. Well, all over that group, they've been posting videos of gannets. And gannets are a kind of a bird that is...
It's a deep ocean bird.
There you go. Thank you.
It's a deep ocean bird. It's an offshore bird. It's a bird that you don't often see inland, inshore.
But at this time of year, they come in huge, like long lines. They make like long lines of them. That's kind of their thing. That is, as soon as you say, oh, this long line of birds, oh, it was the gannets. And they're coming to get the fish. They're coming to feed.
They're like seagulls on steroids. They got long extended wings. They're ocean-going birds. I mean, seagulls, you know what they do. They hang around here. This is a bird that spends most of its life in the open ocean.
But it's visiting for a good reason.
And it's coming here because it's hungry.
It's having an Easter dinner.
Easter dinner, for
That's
sure.
some ham. That's some
Feeding
lamb.
on river herring.
Woohoo! Woo! Hey, herring.
We love herring. And we want a lot of herring in the ocean because it will feed so many other animals and such like that. And we love any food that we can bring close to the waters of Martha's Vineyard that benefit whales. We love whales.
I know, whales.
And the stories of whales are bountiful in the last week.
Right whales, the endangered
Right
ones.
whales, the endangered whales.
They've been seeing a lot of them.
Plenty of them in Cape Cod Bay. Cape Cod Bay.
Yeah, they've had to close it a couple of times.
They
the
closed.
canal.
They closed the Cape Cod Canal
to let the mothers and the babies alone. Don't disturb them.
So
Hey.
this is a very dynamic, wonderful time of year, because it's not just the daffodils happening in my yard, which is
They're all
truly
over the
wonderful,
place and they're beautiful.
Daffodils everywhere around, but it's also just the world is coming alive.
That's right.
In a coastal community, and I'm sure for many of you, you're already noticing that or feeling it, or you get a sense of it. There's this life. The world is alive, and
if you have blooms coming out of flowers and stuff in your area, shoot them in the text. We want to know what's
please
growing
comment.
in your yard.
Feed us on. We want to hear from our friends all over all of you are on the coastal communities, and we know we've got a West Coast
cool
crew.
Fish and birds, let us know.
We want to hear that stuff. And so this whole idea of the right whales being in our waters is really cool. I mean, they're south of the Vineyard, too. There's the NOAA. We love NOAA. Keeps coming out with advisories to ship operators, sailors, anyone on ships, to be worrisome about their traversing these waters. They have advisories out to say, be careful. And in some of these vessels, they're asked to slow down.
I was going to ask you to remind me and everybody else, what does NOAA stand for again?
Oh my God, National Oceanographic Atmospheric Administration.
Okay, that sounds good.
Is that close?
That's close, sure. That sounds good
And
to
they
me.
have a whole branch. There's a whole group of people within there who their job is just to look out for endangered marine mammals, and most specifically the right whale. So this is an important time for us. This is an important part of our culture, our feeling of the waterfront, our feeling of spring approaching. And if for anyone who loves the Easter story, the story of Jesus being resurrected, coming back after death, I mean, that's almost the story of the right whale in our waters. They're coming back. We're trying to bring them back. And one of the really great stories about whales is on the West Coast. And many of you already know the story about the gray whale. The gray whale is like our equivalent of our right whale, but the gray whale is in much better shape. They're just like the right whales in that they swim close to shore. And they're vulnerable. They were vulnerable in the 1800s to harvesting by whalemen.
And that's what our next song is about, right?
That's right. I'm going to sing a song called Whaler's Tale. It was written by Stan Grayson. It's what you call a contemporary sea shanty, a contemporary song, because it's a song that was written, 20, 30 years ago, but it sounds like an old song. And he wrote it like an old song. He wrote it about the gray whale. As a tribute to the gray whale, because there's this amazing story in the 1800s about whalemen from New England who went to the Pacific Ocean to harvest gray whales. They nailed them. They hammered them. They butchered them. You call that language. And there was a special spot. This is a sad story. There's a special spot where these gray whales would go to have their young. Just like the right whales have their young off Georgia coast. And it was a very vulnerable moment for those whales because they're raising their young. And the brutality of it is that the whalemen would go in there and harvest. It was like going into, and hunting them without much effort. Well, there's an amazing story that came out of the 1800s that was circulated about the gray whales reacting to being attacked, and they turning around and attacking the whalemen.
Power to the whales.
I mean,
rooting for them.
you think
I'm
of
rooting for
these
the
whales
whales.
as docile animals. And if any of you have been watching Facebook or Instagram, there are these amazing videos that are posted of young ladies, young people with life jackets on, putting their hands on the head of a whale and patting it, or taking a barnacle off the head.
They come right off.
And it's so beautiful. And it's so pretty. They're doing it in the same place, in the identical same place, because this is where the whales are vulnerable. This is where the whales are raising their young. It's a pen. It's like going into the barn and where all the horses are. This is where all these whales are hanging out to have their young. And today we go there and we celebrate these amazing animals and their youth and their young and they're docile and they're friendly. But 100 years ago, we went in there to kill them, and isn't that awful? So
I want to hear the song.
Well, I know I'm talking too much.
I know this is a
good song. But Stan Grayson wrote this song, and he's long gone. He was a San Diego folk singer. He wrote cowboy songs. Stan Grayson, you can look him up, and beloved for the folks on the Southern California coast, and his songs are all around. He wrote a song about the whales reacting, responding, attacking the whalers. And this is called A Whaler's Tale. And the chorus is something that will resonate with you. And the chorus is so simple. And Molly's going to echo it with me when she sings it. It says, the last line is, I believe them fish can think as well as you and I. Mm-hmm. And there are many of us who feel that way, that whales are as smart and capable, or their thinking is different or whatever, but it's on par with us. I signed aboard this whaling ship, I made my mark, it's true. And I'll serve out my span of time as I said that I would do. But I'll not man your boats again, though you toss me in the sea. For I tell you, sir, them fish can think as well as you or me. Just yesterday the lookout's call had bent us from our work. I took my place like all the rest, I'd not be one to shirk. Now 13 men's been drowned, no more of them we'll see. Well, I'd take an oath them fish can think as well as you or me. We pulled our boats abreast the pod, the steersman took his stand. He had no time to make his throw when the oar flew from my hand. Just then a great fluke, it smashed our boat, the whale I didn't see. Well, I believe them fish can think as well as you or me. For then them whales destroyed our boats, they rammed them one by one. They stove them all with head and fluke, and after they were done, we few poor souls left half alive were clinging to debris. Well, I'd stake my life them fish can think as well as you or me. The way them whalefish went for us, it seemed as though were planned. For each one had his target boat, they played us man for man. Just knowing now they can think so clear, my heart says let them be. Well, I'd swear to God them fish can think as well as you or me. Now John is blind, Jim's lost an eye, and Caleb's lost below. My leg will heal, but other men no more aloft will go. So I'll not man your boats again, though you drown me in the sea. For I tell you, sir, them fish can think as well as you or me.
That's a cool tune.
Of all the sea shanties this in the last year, I think that has received the most attention, because I've got quite a few recorded. This is on my album called "With the Fishes." This song gets played a lot, and it's a tribute to Wonderful Stan for writing it. Right, it's the only song I know that looks at the perspective of the whale and represents the whale in these. I mean, I know you look at me and you say, why is he singing this terrible song about killing whales and whales killing man, whatever? Well, the reason is very clear. It's part of my story. It's part of our story. And there's great message in that. And that environmental part of the story is that we are now today celebrating the whales. 100 years ago, we slaughtered them. We killed them. 300,000 whales were killed to help fuel our hunger for oil. And that was before we discovered oil underground. And so that's part of our story, and it's part of our regard and our respect and reverence for what we do. And this is a reach, and I understand this is a huge reach. There's a lot of killing going on in Europe, and that story is going to be told. There's killing going on right now in Europe, and that story is going to be told for generations ahead. Families are going to talk about their grandparents or whatever. And we as humans need to recognize that we're never free from our reputation for doing awful stuff.
And we got to tell these cautionary tales, right?
Thank you. You just summarized what I spent 10 minutes talking about in 3 words.
Well, I had to think about
Molly's
it. For 10
here
minutes.
tonight to summarize, to solidify. You're awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Molly.
Well, I had to listen for 10 minutes to get it.
I hope you folks are okay with it. I hope you're okay with us, because we trust you. We want your support. We need your support. We feel us together as a collective. We're making a better place.
That's right. We got a fun song now to sing, right?
Oh my gosh. Oh, we got a poetry reading right now.
Oh, poetry reading. Oh, goody.
So this is a treat. Simon's going to come join with us.
I'm going to trade places.
Simon's going to come join with us.
Thank you again for having me.
So I'll give him a little. You've heard me talk enough tonight, but I just want. Simon is going to read a poem that you all love. Do you know? Anybody who's followed the waterfront is going to know this poem. Do you want to tell them what it is? And
Sure. It's called Sea Fever by John Masefield. All right, I'll read it, of course. I must go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea and the sky, and all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by, and the wheels kick and the wind's song and the white sails shaking, and a grey mist on the sea's face and a grey dawn breaking. I must go down to the seas again, for the call of the running tide is a wild call and a clear call that may not be denied. And all I ask is a windy day with the white clouds flying and the flung spray and the blown spume and the seagulls crying. I must go down to the seas again, to the vagrant gypsy life, to the gull's way and the whale's way, where the wind's like a whetted knife. And all I ask is a merry yarn from a laughing fellow rover, and quiet sleep and a sweet dream when the long trick's over.
Oh, thank you. Isn't he wonderful?
Thank you.
Isn't it great? What a
Thanks for
huge
having me.
addition to this.
I love how that has like a rhythm to it. It's just kind of a rhythm of the
Yeah,
sea. I love that.
Good
Please
imagery.
comment. You should be commenting. You should all be saying something right now.
Yeah.
'Cause
Writing the next poem to
Oh.
be featured.
Caroline says, "Go Simon, nice shirt."
Thanks. You can get one too.
That's
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it, right? We're going to talk
Yeah.
about
That's
it.
right.
We'll
We're
show
gonna
it
talk
off
about it
soon.
after-
Yep.
after
we'll
the
show
next
it off
song.
after the next song. I'll
That's
trade
right.
with
Oh
you.
my gosh, here we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
So, anyway, I'm
Sing
hearing
on
word
this one
about.
too, if you like.
Well, you could maybe help us on this.
That's
I don't
right.
know.
Sure.
This is an easy
not?
sing-along sea shanty.
We'll all sing. We're all in the same boat
We're all
here.
going to sing this. The chorus is very easy. John Kanaka Naka Turaye. That's all you have to remember. And just simply say that this is a sea song, a sea shanty song that pays tribute to the Hawaiian whaling sailors that joined with the whalemen, the New England whalemen, and they worked side by side with the New England whalers. And New England whalers went to Hawaii, then it was called Sandwich Islands, which was then a nation. And so this song spins from that. And I know the term, there are many words in the English language that you don't repeat because they're unkind to an ethnic group. They're not, and you don't say those words. But here's the thing is, the Kanaka, John Kanaka, is a nickname for Hawaiian sailor. And as far as I know, and I've heard this from my Hawaiian friends and my Native American, Native Hawaiian friends, that this is not derogatory. This is a friendly, kind, lovable way to describe our Hawaiian friends. John Kanaka. And the reason that they have that name was because their real names was so long. Kanaka said, and it goes on, that when you're on board a ship, you didn't have time to say their full pronounced name going all the way around. The words to their name would go around a book, go around a tree. So they just called them Kanaka. It wasn't derogatory, it's just I thought I heard the old man say, John Kanaka Naka Turaye. Today is a holiday. John Kanaka Naka Turaye. Turaye. Oh, Turaye. John Kanaka Naka Turaye. We're bound away at the break of day. John Kanaka Naka Turaye. We're bound away for Frisco Bay. John Kanaka Naka Turaye. Turaye. Whoa, Turaye. John Kanaka Naka Turaye. Oh, I love this. This sounds good. John, them Frisco girls ain't got no chromes. John Kanaka Naka Turaye. They comb their hair with herring backbones. John Kanaka Naka Turaye. Turaye. Whoa, Turaye. John Kanaka Naka Turaye.
Yay!
You can't get any more salty than that. Except
like
having
that.
Sea Fever with John Masefield.
There was the Frisco girls with the combs. That was kind of like those comb there with the codfish bones.
Yeah.
Except it was a herring backbone.
Yeah.
I like that. How
Oh, it's amazing how
Similarities.
so many sea shanties have shared lyrics through the years. Okay,
that
now
fun?
what we're going to do now. Next
are
we're
we
going to
gonna
do
do
Off She Goes.
Oh, we got a special thing happening with that one. I don't know why it's not touring. Oh, maybe it has a separate page. Oh, let's just go here. We're going here.
There we go.
There we go.
And
I can turn
and Simon's
that
going to
one
help us with a
special instrument. Remember how we had special instrument last week?
yeah.
We had the log splitter bell.
It's the most complicated instrument of the night.
It was hard to get here.
It came all the way from it came all the way from the garage. It's an upside down 5-gallon bucket.
It's a great drum.
In lieu of the fact that we don't have a Irish, I can't pronounce the name of the drum.
Baron.
Say it again.
Baron.
Baron. We don't have one. What we have is close.
Practical.
Practical. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, this is. Are you having fun tonight, folks? We got to ask that question before we get there because I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, yeah,
Only Molly's can check the thing. Are we having a good time? Are you having a good time with us?
Yeah.
Should we have a toast? Should we have a
That's a
sip
good
here?
idea before we...
Because we're getting close to the end of the show here. I want to make sure I get my ginger beer.
Toasting.
Yeah, we're almost done. All right, so anyhow, here's to you.
Woo!
Here's to Simon. Here's to Molly.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to everybody.
Easter. Happy Easter.
Yay, honey. I felt I could have had a drink with John Kanaka before I sang it. That was like, took the wind out.
That was good. All right, here we go.
Ready?
Here we go.
Wow, isn't that cool?
That was fun. That was fun.
No, Simon's got to make a living, but otherwise we'd want him to stay here with us.
That's right. That's right. It's just fun.
No, we're not trying to distract him from his jobs ahead. He's got a whole life he's got to carve for himself. But in the meantime, if he's ever here and there's a Sunday evening coming around,
we'll find you a bucket.
We got a warm seat here for him.
That's right.
Don't you agree? Please tell him. I want comments from people.
Oh,
Please
yeah.
comment.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's loving Simon. Lots of love coming in. That's right.
I'm hired.
So Simon has just showed you with the T-shirt. Okay, we got a T-shirt.
Oh, yeah. We better have a close-up.
So we gotta talk about this.
Sunday at sea on the front.
Yeah.
Hey, and the logo on the back too.
Yeah.
You too can own one of these.
It looks really good on you.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna hold back. You know, we don't make a heck of a lot of money at this. As far as I know, it's zero. I checked. Look at the checking account. It's less than zero. We have Patreon supporters who support us, and God bless them. Thank you. So we got to come up with some.
Thank you to all of you who buy a T-shirt or buy a CD or anything, any of our stuff, go to our website, mollymark.com. You'll find stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's good stuff.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna say this. There was a big story. I read the papers. I'm sorry. I read the papers, and there was a big story about celebrities this and celebrities that charging thousands of dollars for tickets to go to a show.
Yeah, like one show, $1,000.
And there are shows across the country, and we're all in favor of musicians making money. Please don't misread me. I'm not complaining, okay? I'm just simply saying is that Molly and I aren't famous.
And we're not asking for $1,000 for you
We're
to
not
come
asking.
see a show.
We're just asking for. We got Vimo, right? Vimo. We got Venmo. We got Venmo. We got
PayPal.
But PayPal. We got. We're not asking for the same amount of money. We're not even asking for a fraction. We're not even a tiny little something. But the reality of it is that we got to do something to make a living.
Well, we like you guys to have some fun.
And if so, any
Souvenirs
one of you need
too.
a little bit of a push to help us out, maybe you're getting it tonight.
There you go. Get it tonight.
Or think about it. Give it a thought, because it was an amazing article. I'm sympathetic to all you people who love to go to live concerts. And we'll pay an arm and a leg for it. But you get us for free. What's that mean? Does it mean? What's it mean?
It means we love doing it. But we also would love to have your support getting something fun out of it, too. So it's all
Wear a
good.
T-shirt.
Yeah, wear a T-shirt.
Good
Have it-
advertisement.
That's right.
Get your friends. Get talking about it.
Looks good.
Call all hands to man the capstan. See the cable running clear. Heave away the wheel we see rolling home. Rolling on across the sea. Rolling on, dear God, fare thee well, dear Spanish maiden. It is time to bid adieu. Happy time we've spent together. Happy time I've spent with you. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Round Cape Horn, one frosty morning, and the sails were full of snow. Tying those sheets and pulling those halyards. Let her off and let her go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear thank you all of you for joining us. Simon, thank you for joining with us.
Anytime.
Thanks for coming here for the weekend. Oh my God, you so color our weekend. I hope you all have a wonderful week. We'll be back at the end of the week. We're doing stuff. Molly and I are doing stuff. The weather's getting warmer. We're doing stuff, and hopefully we're going to include you all in it.
Yeah.
Many thousand miles behind us. Many thousand miles below. The ocean left her waves to bring us to that Martha's Vineyard. Woo! Dear God, to thee. Thank you, everyone.
Yay. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
We could go for
you.
another hour, you know. No, no, just kidding, just kidding. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Is it bedtime yet?
Come all young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea. Blow, ye winds, westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.